The thing about time is that it comes and goes. Tomorrow will make today a distant memory, and as quick as you were here, you'll be gone. What's in front of you is an opportunity to make right now something you'll never forget.
Hi guys, welcome to Learn FreeCCNA 2023 by Kamalsk. This is an online curated learning program which is basically going to help you to become Cisco certified network engineer at the end of the program. In this program you will be learning fundamentals of network protocols, infrastructure maintenance and security, and also automation topics that covers CCNA 200-301 exam. Take the first step to reach your IT career goals in IT networking by learning FreeCCNA 2023 by Kamalsk. Okay, now let's look at the date and the schedule for the program. The program is going to be run from 22nd to 26th of May 2023 along with the National Training Week by HRDCorp and Malaysian government. There will be 2 sessions of 4 hours each day. You can join either session, either for the morning session from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. of the second session. Now we target the morning session mainly for those who are free in the morning time, and the evening session will be for those who are occupied in the daytime. Let me introduce a little about me and the company that provides the program. AksaraUnited Management is a reputable training provider with the motto of get trained, get certified and get rewarded. And your training in partner, we provide all sorts of certification training programs, and we are also authorized test center under Pearson VUE. So those of you guys who wants to take examination, you can register with us. And I am your trainer, Kamalsk. I have 20 years of training in networking. I started my career back in 2002 with the CCNA, and today, after 20 over years, I still cherish my CCNA. As such, I am collaborating with AksaraUnited Management in providing this free CCNA training for you. Okay, now let's look at what is CCNA certification. CCNA is a premier certification by Cisco for those of you guys who wants to start your career in IT networking. Let me introduce CCNA certification update from Cisco to you. When you go to cisco.com, under the certification track, under associate certifications, you will see CCNA. Now, the current CCNA certification program requires you to certify under one core exam, which will be CCNA 200-301 to become CCNA certificate. The domains that will be covered in CCNA is network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, and automation and programmability. Of course, acquiring CCNA certification will give you an opportunity to go into possible job roles such as like entry-level network engineer, help desk technician, network administrator, network support technician, and many others. There is no any formal prerequisites. So let's get on the certification training program, 200-301 CCNA exam. Now we're going to look at the exam topics for CCNA. If you look at the exam topics in detail, we're going to see the exam 200-301 is actually 120 minutes exam. The current CCNA exam only have multiple questions, multiple answer questions, multiple options, drag and drop. There's no simulation, by the way. And it's about 102 to 108 questions. So you only have about a minute to answer each question. The topic on the module 1 covers on network fundamentals will be explaining the roles and functions of network components, describing characteristics of network topology architecture, You got to look at today's spine leaf 2-tier, 3-tier architecture. In contrast to the previous CCNA, where we have no detailed discussions about 2-tier, 3-tier and spine leaf, today you will have to focus more on to this. And then you're going to look at comparing physical interface and cabling types. Here, the focus has been emphasized more onto the fiber connectors beside the copper, which is always has been there. In the module 1, we will also be looking at identifying interfaces and cable issues, comparing TCP to UDP protocol, configure and verify IP version 4 addressing and subnetting, describe the need for private IP version 4 addressing, configure and verify IPv6 addressing and prefix, describe IPv6 address types, the current IPv6 address type that you must become familiar with, unicast, anycast, multicast, as well as the modified EUI 64. You will have to become familiar with the verifying IP parameters commands under Windows, Mac or Linux. Describe wireless principles of non-overlapping Wi-Fi channels, SSIDs, radio frequency and encryption. Explain virtualization fundamentals, server virtualization containers and virtual routing function equipments. Describe switching concepts, MAC learning and aging, frame switching, frame flooding, MAC address table. This will be the module 1. And if you understand module 1, it is about, of course, for you to have a proper understanding about the fundamentals of networking based on today's technology. We will cover on the day 1 on this module. Followed by, on second day, we will be looking at the network access module. In the network access module, you will be looking at configuring and verifying VLANs. You got to be familiar with configuring access ports, differentiating between data VLAN and voice VLAN, default VLAN and inter VLAN connectivity, configuring and verifying inter-switch connectivity trunk ports, setting native VLAN .1Q or other VLAN tagging options, configure and verify layer 2 discovery protocol LLDP, equivalent CDP in Cisco discovery protocol, configure and verify layer 2, layer 3 ether channel LACP configurations, describe the need for and basic operations of rapid PVST, spanning tree protocol and identify basic operations of spanning tree protocol. Here you will be learning about the root ports, root bridge, non-root ports, look at the different states of the ports, how to make use of the advanced port fast features and the benefits of the port fast feature, compare Cisco wireless architecture and AP modes, describe physical infrastructure connections of wireless LAN components, describe AP wireless LAN management configure. And now that we have looked into the module 1 and module 2 outline, before we go into the other modules which will be in lengthy, now let's look at where can we get ourselves to trained up. Currently now we are conducting the Get Trained, Get Certified, Get Rewarded Free CCNA 2023 by Kamalsk training program. So what you can do, you can join me in my newsletter, you can join me in my page, you can join me in my group. And I'm also sending out emails, and there will be recorded video lessons for those who are subscribing to our event. Alright, now some of you guys wondering why would we want to run a free CCNA training program. This is partly because we would like to become part of the National Training Week initiative to provide free training by Malaysian to Malaysians. So part of the skill set that we have on the CCNA is what we are offering to you. We are providing it as in a flexible learning mode with an expert instructors to support you. In fact, we do even have hands-on lab practices for our members who are subscribing to the other plans. Okay, who is eligible to attend this training program here? We have not restricted the program to anybody. Basically, we encourage everyone to learn. This is a way that we are sharing our expertise and knowledge to the society back. So we don't care whether you are basically Malaysian or non-Malaysian, you are a school children or graduate, as long as this is going to be able to help you in your career path and learning path, we are more than happy to welcome you. However, the most eligible members would be those from the recent graduates, the fresh graduates who are unemployed, because we do have a next step to encourage and to help them to get jobs in the IT industry. Aspiring networking students, those of you guys who are in the college, now itself it's time for you to pick up the skill sets. I'll be guiding you. This program, even though it's going to be for 5 days only, but there will be follow-up events, hopefully with enough sponsor and support, we would be able to give you guys a continuous support. And obviously this is also to bring in the networking professionals in the industry. So guys, whoever those of you guys who have a lot of knowledge and skills, working experience in networking, please do join in. Your contribution to the society will be very helpful. Now, okay, we would like to reiterate, why is this program free? We believe in sharing is caring. This is actually a promotional event to promote our company and our program, and it's also to provide networking opportunity for fresh graduates in our programs to get connected via LinkedIn. So for those of you guys who are in LinkedIn, whoever joining the program, thank you so much for your participation. All right, the next step would be the full event will be running in 22nd to 25th of May. Meanwhile, we are basically doing the registrations. Now the registration is mainly because it's also an opportunity for some of you guys who would be able to get the exam sponsored by one of the participating government departments that we are working with. For those of you guys who wanted to also get yourself certified with the exam voucher, please do subscribe and keep in touch. We will be updating more information along the way. All right, thank you guys for your time. This is basically an introduction event to invite as many people as we can to participate in our National Training Week FreeCCNA2023 by Kamalsk event during 22nd to 26th of May 2023. Join the session, join the event, and let's rock. Thank you guys.